It is 6:43 on Daybreak. It's time to celebrate the city of good neighbors. And this morning, we're celebrating the people who help Buffalo and Western New York live up to the reputation as the city of good neighbors.
Yeah, Recruit New York weekend was this past weekend. The mission of that? To find more good neighbors willing to risk their own lives to protect the lives of their neighbors. And that's the work of volunteer firefighters. And I spoke with two of them from Amherst who have just celebrated a half-century of selfless service.
When there's a fire or car accident or first aid call in your neighborhood, there's a good chance it's a team of volunteer firefighters who are coming to the rescue.
I joined the North Bailey Fire Company to serve my community.
And for the last 51 years, that's exactly what Don Geib has done. Serve his community in Amherst, put his life on the line, and never expect a paycheck.
I think it's a great honor to get 50 years and hopefully keep going on.
Also hitting the half-century mark in North Bailey is Terry Sykes.
There's 5 generations from our family that's in the fire company.
Sykes and Geib were recognized for their 5 decades of service at North Bailey's installation dinner over the weekend. And they reminisced about the changes they've seen in the fire service in that time.
I remember riding on the back of a fire truck when I was 17, 18. You can't do that now.
We didn't have the toys back then. We had to make our, saws to cut through windows, extrication and all that.
Besides the toys, equipment, and technology, what's also changed over the years is the amount of training that's required to be a volunteer firefighter.
You got at least 100 hours of training for firematics, another 100 hours EMS training. So they're going to be away from their house 2-3 nights a week for the first year and a half of them being in the fire department.
Balancing all of that with family obligations and a day job makes it hard to recruit volunteers in general. And during the pandemic, it was even tougher.
The recruitment just stopped. We didn't even try to recruit anybody.
With fewer firefighters and an increasing number of calls, Recruit New York weekend is vitally important to find brave people willing to give it a shot. People like Don Geib and Terry Sykes and their brother and sister firefighters who are the definition of good neighbors.
We're here that the call comes out and we're going to be going to that call to go, help someone in a situation that person probably doesn't want to be in.
And I was honored to serve as MC of the installation dinner in which Don and Terry were recognized last weekend because, full disclosure, my dad is a member of that fire department at North Bailey. He'll be celebrating 50 years of active service in just 2 years. And I'm lucky to have grown up around such brave and dedicated individuals who really are the epitome of good neighbors.
And that installation dinner is a regular gig for you.
It certainly is.
You're signed up every year.
Every year there and other places, but I'm proud to be part of recognizing and honoring all of those volunteers who dedicate so much of their lives to helping the neighbors who live around them.
Yep, all in the family, and what a family it is.